Hey guys, what's up? I'm your guy Dawson.
And I'm your girl Denise.
And joining us is Miss D, who is live from the Central Florida area. Say hi to the people, Miss D.
Hey everyone.
She's also part of the Dawson and Denise show and Dawson and Denise Blog Talk Radio show. We were talking about the Trayvon case, and we just finished doing Blog Talk Radio. And one of the things that I wanted to bring up was something that Trayvon's mother said in the rally in New York when she told the audience and the protesters that were there that her son, my son, basically, she said, is your son. And that's just something that has just stuck with me since yesterday when I heard that basically what we're seeing throughout social media and throughout the world, everyone taking up this cause because Trayvon Martin could have easily been my son, my brother, your child.
Or even you.
Or even me, yes. Because again, Dawson, I said this on the last video, Sanford, Florida is my hometown. And I'm very proud of the people in Sanford, Florida. It's a small town, but they're getting up, they're rallying. I'm happy. You guys really shocked me. I would have never expected this from Sanford, Florida. But what are you thinking about this, Ms. D? Denise, while we're here? This whole case. What's your feelings about it?
I feel like every mother in America. My heart is heavy. Like you said, you want to protect. I have two daughters, but still, you want to protect your son because just being born black now is, you have so many odds up against you, and now it's not enough to drive while black. Now it's walking while black. You can't even walk in the neighborhood without being stereotyped. So.
And what do you think about this whole thing, Ms. D? We covered a little bit on Blog Talk Radio. What's your what's your whole take on this case?
I think that the Martin family will finally justice for their son, but I am sad that the police department handled it the way they did, and it is really ridiculous. Like we said on the show, Bill Lee was forced to temporarily resign today after a meeting, and some pressure was put on him. But I don't want him to temporarily resign. I want him to permanently resign. And furthermore, I do not think he needs to be the chief of police of any police department in the United States. He is incompetent.
Exactly. I totally agree. And like Ms. D stated, that Bill Lee was forced to resign. Basically, I think that judgment came down today. But, you know, as we were talking on Blog Talk Radio, and thanks again to all of the callers who called in on Blog Talk Radio, this issue, in some cases, it is about race because of some of the statements that George Zimmerman stated during the 911 phone calls. You know, if you really analyze those calls, he did say, you know, they always get away. Who are they? The calls that he had made previously, you know, I think since January, were all on black males in that area. None of those 49 calls were on white males. And he also said those effing coons while he was pursuing Trayvon Martin. If you really analyze that video and look on YouTube, there are people who have that as well.
So like you said, yes, he might have been racist, but what we are fighting for is justice.
Exactly.
Justice for a child, justice for a human being. We don't care what color, what creed, whatever this child could have been. We still would do this show and feel just as passionate, and we have before, just as passionate.
Exactly. Yeah, just as passionate. If it was a Islamic kid, a white kid, a Hispanic kid, hell, if it was a gay kid, we fought for issues of for different things on this show. This is not the first. We're one of those, a few of one of those social conscious shows that are on YouTube that really talk about issues that matter and not just what's going on reality TV and the latest hip-hop rapper and all that kind of stuff. That's good in its place, but when it comes to issues like this, I'm very happy of the other bloggers and vloggers on YouTube who are talking about this issue and how social media has just really given this case a life of its own. So, Ms. D, do you think if it wasn't for social media that this case would be, you know, as growing as much as it is now?
I think that there are two things that's playing. I think social media was a big factor to take out as fast as it did. But at the same time, I think even if it wasn't for social media, the circumstances surrounding this case It's made for this time period. It's like today's Emmett Till. Emmett Till back in the 1950s, a young black man, if you're not familiar with the story, you can look it up on the internet, got killed for whistling at a white woman.
Yeah.
And the killers got off, and a couple of weeks later, they went to do an interview with a popular magazine, and they admitted to killing and brutally beating this boy. And that case was widespread during the time where we didn't have social media. And every time you get those cases that come along and just break all kinds of barriers, and it cross all lines, you have all races of people from all different cultures that is upset, that's very upset about what has happened to Trayvon.
Exactly. And like we said, this could have easily been anyone. I mean, just take out, the factor of what George Zimmerman was saying about a black male. If that would have been, if he was that threatened, or anyone else is threatened by someone in a hoodie, that could have been a girl or a guy, black or white. And it's just, I'm very happy, that the people in my hometown, Sanford, are standing up. It's about 30,000 people at that rally tonight, and we were going to be there.
Monday, they're having something there too. So
they're having something there too, and even with the school, Trayvon's, his school, Michael Prop, I think it's Michael Prop Senior High down here. The kids decided to wear hoodies. So this is beyond just like, oh, well, it's just a race thing, a black and white thing. No. You've got white people marching, you got black people marching, Hispanic, old, young. It's just, the case is so vast, and I'm really happy about that. But Ms. D, a while ago, you had stated something, and we talked about on Blog Talk Radio. In America, do you think that there is an underlying fear of black males, or for someone to say they're suspicious or anything like that? Do you guys think that?
There is definitely an underlying fear of black men in the United States, and the sad thing about it is, it's not just white people who are scared of black men. It's other races that are scared of black men. You have black people that are scared of random black men walking. It is sad, and that could be reversed, and it could be a group of white dudes, and they will not think twice about it. But if this group of black dudes standing somewhere, all of a sudden, all those racial stereotypes start playing for minds. It is really built in to America. It's something that got started during the slavery time at the beginning of the 1900s. Especially when slaves started winning their freedom, it's something that stuck with us.
Exactly, I agree. And what do you think about that, Denise? Because
it's true.
You agree that it's true.
Black people can't all be, black males can't all be in one area at the same time without them being considered a gang or a mob or something's about to go down. Why we can't just be somewhere meditating and praying together?
Exactly. Or going to get some, going meditating or praying and doing something. And as a black male myself, I experienced locking the cars when I come in the parking lot. The second, but one thing I want to say to black men and to any other minority men who may face the same thing, don't let that stop you. I don't care if you're the only black person in the company, the black person in school, you got to keep going. Be the representative. You're going to represent anyway, whether you want to or not. But just be the exception and be who you are. Don't let any of that stop you. People are going to be racist. They're going to talk about you if you're Hispanic, white, whatever, anything, if you have a different sexual orientation. Don't let that stop you. No one opinion of you has to become your reality. And no one's opinion is going to define your life. You define your life. I don't care what kind of racist jokes or whatever people say, because I hear people on the job talking about, well, this person said this or this person said that. But hey, say whatever you want to say, take it to HR, but hey, as long as you pay me, we good. I got the credentials to do what I'm doing. And so just don't let it stop you.
Like this one lady said, and I looked at her after she said it, she told me that the complex her daughter lived in, they were doing a background check, and she was like, but it's black people that live there, and you mean to tell me none of them have a criminal record? What?
I know. So, I mean, we'll hear little things like that, but, you still got to keep going on and not let any of that affect, what you're put on this earth for, your purpose. You can't let that affect you. So, Ms. V, is that all you wanted to add to this? Because we're still going to watch this case play out. So, thank you guys for watching DND TV.
And our heart goes out to the family.
Yes, our hearts
and
definitely
we encourage everyone to keep doing what they're doing. Show your support.